My name is Helen. I'm 72 years old. For most of my life, my home was never quiet. For more than 40 years, our dinner table was the center of everything. My husband sat across from me every evening. My children shared stories. Later came the grandchildren, little hands reaching for bread, voices talking over each other, laughter filling every corner. It was noisy, messy, warm, beautiful. For years I thought that part of life would somehow always stay close. But life changes quietly. My husband passed away 6 years ago. My children built families of their own. The grandchildren grew taller and busier. Visits became shorter. Phone calls became less frequent. And little by little the house became quiet. One less chair filled, one missed Sunday dinner, one holiday ending earlier than usual, until one day I looked around and realized the house that once felt full of life had become very still. I told myself it was normal. Children grow, families change, life moves forward, and I was happy they had beautiful lives. I truly was. But some evenings, especially when the sun started going down, the quiet felt heavier than I expected. Last autumn, I decided to cook myself a proper dinner. Roasted vegetables, chicken, mashed potatoes, the kind of meal I had made hundreds of times before. The warm smell filled the house. For a moment, everything felt comforting, familiar. I opened the cabinet and reached for a plate. Then, without thinking, I reached for a second one. My hand froze. For decades, setting the table for more than one person had never required thought. It had simply been life. Slowly, I put the second plate back. I sat down. The chair across from me was empty. The room was silent. For the first few minutes, that silence felt louder than anything. I looked at the old family photos and thought about holiday dinners, birthday cakes, summer evenings when everyone stayed longer than planned. I missed all of it, the laughter, the noise, the feeling of ending the day surrounded by people I loved. And for a second, the quiet felt unbearable. But then something shifted. I wrapped my hands around a warm cup of tea and stopped fighting the quiet. Stopped wishing the evening looked different. Stopped waiting for footsteps. I simply let the moment be what it was. Just me. A warm dinner. A peaceful house. A lifetime of memories around me. And suddenly I felt peace. Not excitement. Not the loud kind of happiness people talk about. Something softer. Steadier. I looked at the empty chair again, and for the first time, it didn't feel painful. It felt meaningful, because that chair wasn't proof that I had lost everything. It was proof that I had loved deeply, that beautiful people had filled this home, that laughter had lived here. The room didn't feel empty anymore. It felt full of years, full of love, full of everything we had shared. That evening taught me something I didn't expect. Silence is not always emptiness. Sometimes silence is life asking us to slow down, to notice, to breathe, to be present with what still remains. For years I took care of everyone around me, my husband, my children, my grandchildren. And somewhere along the way I forgot to offer that same kindness to myself. I forgot that I could still set the table beautifully, still cook a meal I enjoy, still light a candle because I want the room to feel peaceful, still create moments worth remembering, even if no one else is there. I'm Helen. I'm 72 years old. And the day I ate dinner alone, something inside me quietly changed. I stopped seeing silence as emptiness and started seeing it as a reminder of how deeply I have loved, how fully I have lived, and how much beauty still remains in front of me, even now, even here, even in a quiet room, with one plate on the table and a full heart. And somehow that simple dinner reminded me of this. Life can still feel beautiful, even after it becomes quieter than it used to be.